professor of computer science at Carnegie Mellon, and I've been teaching undergraduate courses, mainly intro courses, for about 22 years now. And students that still come in, I still hear students thinking that computer science is computer programming, or worse yet, computer applications. And I kind of grimace a little bit and move on. And I've been thinking this whole time, of course, all my years of teaching, how can we get the kids, even the teachers in K-12, to really understand what computer science is about? We all understand what that is, but how do we get that message across? So, how do we engage the students in K-12 and the non-majors in college and universities to see what we're really about? What motivated me is enrollment trends that we've had in CS. So how many of you here, raise your hand if you like roller coasters? Real roller coasters. Raise your hand. Okay. How about the CS enrollment roller coaster? The last dip that we had, that was a doozy. So I don't like those. I like going up. I don't really like going down. So the enrollment was an issue. CSAP courses are disappearing. Now that the AB exam's gone, and there is some work in trying to bring a new AP course for computer science, which I am involved in as an advisor. But there are problems like this where we've been asking questions about how do we reach out to K-12? And the big activity that I've been involved in starting in 2006 is a teacher workshop called CS for HS, Computer Science for High Schools. I learned acronyms we have to define. So Computer Science for High Schools. This is a teacher workshop because we want to reach the teachers, explain to them what computer science really is about, so that they can then reach the students and give them a different perspective than just computer programming or applications. So this is primarily financed by Google. We provide materials that the teachers can use, whether it be robotics or HCI, computer music, even material about P and NP. We talk about that sometimes in our workshops. So the teachers kind of see the bigger idea of what computer science is, so they can then provide that in their courses, whether it be an applications course or a programming class, to show the students what CS is about. We also have some faculty that talk to the teachers, and we pick faculty that have a way of talking to the general public and getting the message across about what they do, so those teachers can use that topic as a lesson in their classes. So we don't just pick any faculty member to talk to about their research. We've handpicked the ones who really can connect. And in addition, these teachers, when they go back to their schools, are usually isolated. They're the only computing teacher in their entire district. So what we try to do at these workshops is connect these teachers together. So when they go back to their district, they have people to talk to besides us. This year, with Google support, CS for HS has expanded from 1 workshop through the years up to 35 this year. We've got some this year, raise your hand. This is one of your university, MIT and OUW. So we've got some running this year. I'll give you a link in case you're interested in getting this started at your university next year. Google's looking for people to do that. One of the activities that we do at CS for HS, most of these, is Computer Science Unplugged. Raise your hand if you've heard of Computer Science Unplugged. Right, so a number of you have. You can teach about computer science without a computer. And that's amazing for some teachers when they hear that. And they see this free resource online. It was developed about in 1988. Today, it's used across the world, and it's been translated into about 9 different languages besides English, right, for teachers to use. And we have a new grant at Carnegie Mellon that I'm overseeing, iTest grant from NSF, called Activate. And what we're doing there is, instead of reaching out to computing teachers, we're reaching out to math and science teachers. Because a lot of the high schools near us don't have computer courses at all. So we say, how do we get computing into the classroom? Well, let's look and see if math and science teachers can help us out. So that's just starting now. So I was asked, what's a good activity? So this is what I thought of. It's an activity that's accessible to the general audience, not just the people that understand what we're talking about. Something that can be replicated easily. So CS for HS has that idea. We had this model at CMU. Google asked us to reach out to other universities to kind of show what we do. And then each university kind of tweaks it for their particular audience. And that's worked out very, very well. And also an activity that shows the relevance of your discipline, so that you get other people excited about your area, especially the next generation. That's what we really do. So that's what I would think a good activity is. My advice, grad students, right, new faculty, actually all of us, what I call my CS advice, is if you're doing research in a particular formal area, AI, graphics, whatever the area happens to be, that's fine. But there are other venues for you to describe your work, and the educational outreach to try to connect with students and show them why it's important. So one of the big ones is 6C, and I brought a call for participation, shameless plug, symposium co-chair for next year in Dallas. I hope to see one of you, I'm going to get the list from Tracy so I know who's coming. There are other workshops and conferences to go to. Join SIGSI, join the Computer Science Teachers Association so you can learn about what's going on in computing in the K-12 level. And here's some URLs. If you're interested in running a CS4HS, go to cs4hs.com. That's being hosted by Google now. Carnegie Mellon used to host that, but now Google does. And they'll connect you and try to get you resources so that you can try to run one. csunplug.org. SIGSI 2011's website is there, and you can join CSTA. It is free. Right? And I'm a member, and a lot of university folks are members as well. That's it.